An audit requested by the Connecticut Department of Economic and Community Development, or DECD, names a number of nonprofits in Hartford, including Angel of Edgewood. Founder and CEO Jendayi says it's the reason they cannot receive any money from the state.
There's people out here who's doing this work from their heart, and it's hurtful for me. Like, I cry. I've been saying more no's than all the yeses I've been able to say in the past 6 years that Angel of Edgewood has been in existence.
Jendayi, CEO and founder of Angel of Edgewood, says lately they have not been able to help the community at the same capacity as years prior. Scott says in January they received an email stating their legislative funds were on hold until further notice. This is all due to them being named as a sub-grantee of the Blue Hills Civic Association, or BHCA. According to internal records and an audit by accounting firm Clifton Larson Allen LLC, State Senator Doug McCrory used BHCA to distribute millions to local nonprofits with little oversight on how the money was spent. Scott never imagined she would be roped into this scandal. In 2024, Scott says they needed money for a security deposit for a community kitchen while their warehouse was under construction.
We were in need of $10,000, $5,000 1 month down and 1 month security. And at the time, we were waiting for several grants to come through, but we just didn't have the money.
She and her former program director, who has since passed away, went to the LOB in Capitol to see if they could receive any assistance.
I went to the Capitol and session was in. I was just looking for familiar faces to tell them what we needed. He asked Sabria and I to meet him at his office, where we went over to talk to him.
In his office, she says McCrory called up Vicki Gallen-Clark, the former director of BHCA.
So he said, Angel of Edgewood is in need of a security deposit. We're going to help out the Angel. She's here in my office, and we're going to get them the money. So he told us we needed to talk to Vicki, give her our routing number and account number right away, and the money would be transferred immediately, which it was.
That $10,000 is listed in this chart from the audit by Clifton Larson Allen, LLC.
At this time, you know, so many other things have happened. Everything is coming out in the news. We had no idea how this funding was working, that you're not supposed to be a sub-recipient.
Do you wish you never had that meeting?
I do. I wish I never took the money.
Reverend Dr. Bruce Uricel Carter, a member of Angel of Edgewood Advisory Board, says the community is the one suffering from all of this.
The people in this community particularly need this kind of funding and this kind of assistance from organizations. And when our job cannot be done properly, we can't affect those families what we want to. It is distressing. Seriously, it's distressing.
Others, like Katrina Nelson, who relied heavily on the support of the nonprofit, says that help stopped last Christmas.
Too bad that they just couldn't hold that one individual accountable.
Between fiscal year 22 and 25, the state legislature directed approximately $15.6 million through a variety of grant programs and line items to BHCA. According to the audit, BHCA, as well as some of its sub-grantees, showed, quote, pervasive governance failures, systemic internal control weaknesses, and patterns of conduct that strongly suggest potential fraud and misappropriation of public funds. End quote. The FBI is now investigating whether McCrory steered state funds and controlled how they were spent. We did reach out to the state senator and have not heard back. As a result of the findings in the audit, there was a new statewide policy that requires additional due diligence and documentation from the grant recipient along with a risk assessment. The policy also outlines how a state agency can withhold funding if deemed in the best interest of state taxpayers. In studio, Kate Pattyfoot, Fox 61.